Hi everyone, Urshun here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the book Crazy Rich Asians by Kwan. And for those of you who don't already know, there is a movie based on this book, and what's really unique about this movie is that it will be the first Hollywood movie to have both its main lead cast members as Asians. This is something that has not been done before, and so it'll be quite interesting to see. However, there has been a lot of talk about the movie, with some sources like Yahoo saying it represents the worst of Singapore. There's a lot of talk about whether this movie is good PR for Singapore or not. It has also brought about talk about multiculturalism in Singapore and racism in Singapore, because the movie didn't really showcase a lot of that. To me, I feel that the book, as Kwan actually mentioned, is meant to be something fun. He never meant it to be something very serious. It's something, even satire, it's sort of meant to be a satire of what the lifestyle of the rich Asians are in Singapore. But nevertheless, perhaps there could be the fact that there was not much portrayal of the minority races in Singapore in the movie. There could be something to note about that, and maybe it is something we should be talking about, and maybe it is good that we have the movie and the book out so that we can get this discussion going. For the book itself, I did think that Kwan did include the other minority races in. He did talk about some of the food, for example, kueh lapis, which is Malay. He did bring out things like the gurkhas, which are from India. So there were some things that were covered, but perhaps maybe people wanted to see more of it. So let me just talk a bit about the book. What is Crazy Rich Asians about? What Crazy Rich Asians is about a couple called Nicholas Young and his girlfriend Rachel Chu. And Nicholas invites his girlfriend Rachel to spend the summer with him in Singapore. They actually live in New York, but Nicholas is from Singapore, so he asked her to come see his family in Singapore. But what he did not mention to Rachel is that he actually comes from quite a well-to-do family. He's actually stated as the richest, most eligible bachelor in Singapore, and Rachel is not prepared for any of the events that are about to unfold. His nosy relatives and all the social climbers are constantly trying to bring her down and separate her from Nicholas. And the book is just about all the encounters that Rachel has to go through when she comes to Singapore. Let me just say a few things about what I really liked about the book. What I really liked about the book was that it did have Singapore flavor. When the characters were talking amongst each other, they used things like Singlish, and there was a lot of references to things like our local food, our local landmarks, and some interesting information about the Singaporean history. And I like that. I like reading a book with a lot of Singapore flavor. It's something different. What I also really liked about the book is I felt like I was part of the family when they were having the conversations. The writing is on a very personal level, so you really feel like you're a part of it, especially from the very first chapter. What I also really liked about the book is that there were so many twists. Like, even the ending, there was this huge twist I did not expect. Throughout the book, there's a lot of drama, a lot of things that you cannot predict, and that's what I really loved about the book. The storyline is just really gripping. I just wanted to read more and more. One of my favorite characters in the book was one of Nicholas's cousins, Astrid, and her chapters especially were the most juicy, and you just want to read more and more. Astrid is, in her character, she's someone really sassy, really independent, a bit spoiled, but the drama that comes upon her is just really interesting. I was skipping ahead of the book just to read what would happen to her. Now let me go on to what I didn't like so much about the book. What I didn't like so much about the book is that I felt that sometimes it got really repetitive, especially in terms of descriptions. Like Kwan would spend like 2 to 3 pages just describing designer clothing they wore, the designer houses they lived in, and after a while it got really boring. And also, the rich people problems, after hearing it for a couple of times, it does get a bit repetitive. What I also found a bit difficult about reading the book is that there's a lot of characters, because the family is very big, which is realistic for an Asian family. You tend to have really big families, right? But it was just difficult to keep track of all the characters, and I had to constantly flip forward to the family tree to see who was who, and it got even harder once when Kwan started bringing in family and friends. I got really lost. Another thing that I didn't so much like about the book is it was a bit superficial. I mean, talking about, you know, rich people problems and, you know, designer things. But then again, what do you expect from a book, Crazy Rich Asians? And Kwan has said that a lot of what he's written is based on his experiences with more of the higher social classes in Singapore. He said that, you know, he's interacted with a lot of people in Singapore from this caliber, and he has said that he has added in a lot of this information into the book. So while I was reading the book, I was constantly thinking, you know, do we really have such people in Singapore living like this? The way he's written it is quite realistic, which is scary. So it is possible, but I'm not sure. So that has been my review of the book Crazy Rich Asians. I do hope that you do try to read the book, because there's a lot more out there. The book is a lot more richer than the movie, a lot more information, a lot more. It depicts Singapore a bit more in a wholesome way compared to the movie. If I were to describe the book Crazy Rich Asians, it would be the Asian Gossip Girl. That would be it. So that has been my review for Crazy Rich Asians. I hope you really enjoyed it, and do let me know what you liked and disliked about the book in the comments below. And if not, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!